Vital Ground evolved from a unique relationship between humans and a 12-foot-tall, 1,500-pound bear. Doug and Lynn Seuss adopted and trained a zoo-born Kodiak grizzly they named Bart to appear in feature films which include The Great Outdoors, Legends of the Fall, White Fang, The Edge, and many others. As Doug and Lynn worked with Bart, it became clear that he taught them far more than they could ever teach him. The Seusses thought Bart could deliver a powerful conservation message while serving as a bear ambassador. They used Bart's magnificence to spread the word about how grizzly bears need our help. To that end, Vital Ground launched to help protect and restore North America's grizzly bear populations by conserving wildlife habitat. The grizzly bear, as an umbrella species, is one of nature's barometers of a healthy and complete ecosystem. Because the grizzly's home range covers several hundred square miles, from alpine meadows to valley bottoms, protecting grizzly habitat benefits entire plant and animal communities in the wildest, most scenic places left on the continent. Working cooperatively with landowners, local communities, and state and federal agencies, Vital Ground addresses the issue of habitat fragmentation head-on by permanently protecting crucial private lands for the benefit of grizzly bears and other wide-ranging wildlife. Vital Ground is the only conservation organization whose sole purpose is conserving crucial habitat for the grizzly bear. We have a unique niche, on the ground, making a measurable difference by protecting grizzly habitat. Working in partnership with private landowners, Vital Ground helps keep wildland wild, forever. It's not necessary to protect everything, just those acres that are in exactly the right places. This focus allows our modest-sized organization to be particularly effective in purchasing land and securing conservation easements on strategically located properties. Landowners who come to Vital Ground believe their properties are so special that their acreage must remain extraordinary forever. Close collaborations with these landowner partners result in transactions that protect grizzly country throughout a string of ownership over decades. Equally valuable are our partners in science. These wildlife biologists and bear experts help us prioritize the lands that make the most difference for the grizzly bear. Vital Ground has had a part in protecting and restoring nearly 600,000 acres of prime grizzly habitat in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Alaska, and British Columbia. In 2012 alone, we helped protect 350 acres of vital bear habitat in northwest Montana. Our goal is to build solid, interactive relationships that help foster long-lasting and meaningful conservation. We fully recognize the importance of partnerships with other organizations, community groups, and agencies. We believe it is entirely possible and desirable to preserve the ecological integrity of grizzly ranges alongside informed human communities and vibrant economies. Our land transactions don't erode the economic base of counties or communities. While we are a nonprofit organization, we do pay real estate taxes. Most importantly, we're not just a Save the Grizzly organization. Our habitat conservation work benefits many other species of wildlife, fish, and flora. In 1990, a small group of friends launched the Vital Ground Foundation with one simple idea: protect habitat for wild grizzlies and other creatures that call grizzly country home. At that time, we had one 240-acre property on Montana's Rocky Mountain front. By 2004, we had accomplished 21 projects. Then Vital Ground went through major organizational restructuring and transitioned from a grant-making foundation to an operating land trust. Today, with thanks to thousands of supporters, Vital Ground celebrates dozens of projects that have protected and enhanced more than 600,000 acres of wildlife habitat in some of the wildest places left on the continent. We often become aware of conservation projects before we possess the financial resources to immediately pursue them. Real estate transactions are expensive, generally move at their own pace, and won't wait until we can marshal the capacity to address the opportunity. In many instances, we lose the chance to protect high-quality grizzly habitat due to a lack of funding. The reputation of Vital Ground as an effective but flexible partner has caused a number of landowners to approach us on properties that are worthy of conservation but aren't grizzly bear habitat. Since our mission is restricted to recovery areas where the grizzly walks, we refer these opportunities to other worthy land trusts. Since 2010, Vital Ground has lost several opportunities to protect wild country where grizzlies roam due to a lack of funding, and we currently have more projects in the pipeline than funds available. Additional funding could go a long way to help facilitate the recovery of grizzly bears and identify and help protect wildlife linkages that will allow bears and other wildlife to safely move between designated recovery zones. We would like to ramp up our efforts to augment science, as we did with donations to support the on-the-ground conservation to save the last population of Mongolia's Gobi Desert bears from extinction. Additional aid could also be directed closer to home. For example, Vital Ground helped fund a hair-snagging DNA study to determine the number of grizzlies in the seriously threatened population inhabiting the Cabinet and Purcell Mountains of northwest Montana and North Idaho.